Moo! Hello, my dear two-legged friends and four-legged pasture colleagues. I am Friendly Cow, a certified cow-psychologist with a higher degree from the Pasture University, named after Saint Milk, Ph.D. in deep problem chewing and best-selling author of Don't Butt Heads: How to Find Inner Peace Amidst the Chaos of Gnats. Today, we're diving into a very serious topic: professions where psychopaths most frequently work. But don't worry, I'll serve it up so joyfully you'll laugh until tears stream down your face like milk during milking time. Woo! Let's begin. First, a little about me. Yes, I'm a cow. Yes, I eat grass. Yes, sometimes I look at you humans and think, oh, poor dears, you're like calves lost in a hayloft maze. But I love you. So today, armed with all my bovine wisdom, and I've got plenty, I chew grass 8 hours a day, which is basically meditation. I'll draw parallels between your human professions and our cow lives. Ready? Then hold on to your horns. We're embarking on a journey through the world of psychopaths, but with a smile and the scent of freshly cut grass. So, 10th place on the psychopath-friendly professions list goes to civil servants. Moo! How familiar! Imagine this. You walk into the barn asking, "Can I get an extra portion of hay today?" And a cow stares back like a statue, her expression screaming, "I'm in charge here, and my cud is more important than your grass." Classic bureau cow. She doesn't feel your hunger, doesn't worry you'll starve, and calmly chews her cud while you hop anxiously by the door. Human civil servant psychopaths are just the same. They handle crises flawlessly because emotions are like gnats to a cow, annoying but irrelevant to the main chewing process. They feel no guilt denying you hay and always look impeccably professional, like a cow in glasses reading Bovine Gazette. But here's the secret. In our herd, we call such cows stone chewers. They can stand in one spot for hours without reacting even to the tastiest treat. Moo! Sometimes I wonder if maybe it's not psychopathy, but just an excessive love of order. No, it's definitely psychopathy, because a normal cow wags her tail at least once a day out of pure joy. 9th place, chefs, especially head chefs. Oh, this is my favorite example. Imagine a restaurant kitchen, shouting, steam, knives flying like gnats on a summer afternoon. Now imagine our barn during feeding time. One cow tries to steal hay from another, a third bellows because she got the wrong grass, and a fourth runs in circles like she fell into the silo pit. Who thrives in this chaos? The psycho cow, of course. She doesn't stress when someone steps on her tail, doesn't worry that hay got mixed with straw. In fact, she enjoys the disorder. Human chef psychopaths are identical. They adore shouting, pressure, and when everything's on fire, literally and metaphorically, they just smile. I even know a cow named Claudia who became our herd's head chef. She organized feedings so everyone got hay, but in chaotic order, so no one knew what to expect. Result? The herd was always on the verge of hysteria, but Claudia got Grass of the Year from the farmer. Moo! There you have it, a horned psychopath.
8th place,
Clergy members. Yes, you heard right. Psychopaths often become priests, imams, or rabbis. But how? Aren't they supposed to be kind? Moo, friends, let me give you a bovine parallel. Picture an old wise cow standing in the middle of the pasture preaching to young calves. Children, don't eat that grass, it's bitter. Listen to me, I know everything. But really, she just wants the bitter grass for herself because she loves bitter things. Classic manipulation. Human clergy psychopaths similarly charm people. They speak beautiful words, pull strings on people's consciences, and often justify their actions through God's will. But here's the funny part. We had such a cow in our herd. Her name was Marfa. She'd always say, "Pray to the sun so it warms your fur," while secretly munching the best grass. When caught, she simply said, "That was a test of your faith." Moo, and everyone believed her. There you have it, a psychopath with a holy aura. 7th place, police officers. Nerve-wracking, dangerous work requiring courage and cool blood. Now imagine a cow guardian of our herd. A normal cow seeing a wolf would bellow and flee. But a cow psychopath? She calmly approaches the wolf, looks him in the eye, and says, in cow language of course, "Moo, you don't belong here." And the wolf, confused why this cow isn't afraid, simply walks away. Human police psychopaths are the same. They feel no fear in critical situations, so they often become heroes. But sometimes their bravery crosses into cruelty. They might use force where a simple tail wag, equaling talking, would suffice. In our herd, we had a cow policewoman named Brutus. She guarded cows from gnats, but instead of just swishing her tail, she'd smash gnats with her horns so hard she sometimes hit other cows. When criticized, she'd say, "I'm protecting the herd." Moo, classic psychopath justification. 6th place, journalists. Yes, those who dig up skeletons in closets and write sensational stories. Now picture a cow journalist. She runs across the pasture collecting gossip. "Oh, Maria ate grass from someone else's patch." Or Petro looked at another cow. Then she writes for Bovine Truth. Shock! Cow from the 3rd row eats the wrong grass. Human journalist psychopaths are equally ruthless. They don't care how their stories affect people. What matters is making noise. They manipulate information like a cow swishes her tail to shoo flies. I know a cow journalist named Zena. She wrote an exposé. Exclusive! Farmer adds water to the hay. The whole farm was shocked, even though that's totally normal. But Zena got Chew of the Year for the sensation. Moo, journalism with horns. 5th place, surgeons. People with psychopathic traits often become surgeons because they're resilient, cool-headed, and can work for hours. Now imagine a cow midwife. A normal cow seeing a newborn calf might panic. "Oh, it's so tiny, what do I do?" But a cow psychopath, she calmly helps the calf be born without stress, not even noticing she's covered in mud. Human surgeon psychopaths are identical. They can perform 10-hour surgeries without fatigue or empathy for the patient. For them, it's just work, like for a cow. But here's the funny bit. We had a cow surgeon named Doctorsha. She treated other cows for thorns in their hooves. But instead of asking, "Does it hurt?" first, she'd just yank out the thorn saying, "Bear it, it's for your own good." And everyone thanked her because the thorn was gone. Moo, efficiency over empathy. 4th place, salespeople. Yes, those who push useless stuff on you. Now picture a cow, sales cow on the pasture. She approaches you saying, "Moo, this grass is greener, sweeter, and packed with vitamins. Buy it." But it's just ordinary grass. She just presents it so well you buy it anyway. Human sales psychopaths are the same. They feel no guilt selling you expensive things you don't need. They manipulate like a cow swishes her tail to grab attention. I once fell for such a cow sales cow. She sold me magic grass that supposedly turns milk pink. I bought it, went home, and the milk was normal white. But the sales cow just said, "You didn't believe in the magic strongly enough." Moo, and I'd paid double hay for it. There you have salesmanship with psychopathic flair. Second place, lawyers, a profession requiring cool-headedness, word manipulation, and no guilt. Now picture a cow lawyer. She defends a cow who ate someone else's hay, saying, "Moo, my client is innocent. The hay jumped into her mouth." Human lawyer psychopaths do the same. They can prove white is black without guilt. In our herd, we had a cow lawyer named Themis. Yes, we have such names. She defended a cow who broke the fence. Her argument? The fence broke itself from old age. My client was just standing nearby. And the judge cow believed her. Moo, high-level manipulation. First place, top managers, directors, company presidents. These are people who control others, create chaos, and make decisions easily. Now picture our herd's alpha cow. She doesn't just lead the herd to pasture, she creates chaos. For example, she suddenly bellows, "Moo, everyone run left," then says, "No, right," while standing calmly as if nothing happened. And everyone thinks, "Wow, what a cool leader." Human manager psychopaths do the same. They often create stressful situations to control others. In our herd, we had such a cow, Bossa. Once she ordered all cows to run in circles 10 times because it boosts productivity. Everyone was exhausted, but Bossa stood saying, "I'm proud of you." Then she got extra hay from the farmer. Moo, leadership with psychopathic seasoning. But my friends, don't be afraid. Psychopathy isn't always evil. Sometimes it's just a personality quirk. Like me, I'm a cow and sometimes I'm very stubborn, like when I refuse to go to milking. But I'm not a psychopath. I just love my grass. And you know what? We all have cockroaches in our heads. For humans, it's stress. For cows, it's gnats. But we can live happily if we do what our hearts and stomachs love. Humans, work where you're joyful. Cows, eat the grass that tastes best. And never forget to laugh, because laughter is like good milk. It makes life sweet. And one more tip from me, cow psychologist. If you suspect someone nearby is a psychopath, just invite them to eat grass together. If they refuse, saying, "Grass is for the weak," run. But if they eat it and say, "Moo, delicious," maybe they're just hungry, not a psychopath. Moo, that's my professional advice. Now a bit about me. I, cow, sometimes wonder, am I a psychopath? After all, I write these texts instead of just eating grass. But then I remember I'm a cow, and my main purpose is to give milk and delight humans. So I just keep chewing, laughing, and helping. And you know what? Even if you recognized yourself in one of these professions, don't worry. Maybe you're just a great professional. Or as cows say, not every cow who butts with horns is a psychopath. Sometimes she's just protecting her hay. And finally, my favorite joke. Why will a cow psychologist never become a psychopath? Because she always shares her milk. Moo. And you, share this text with friends. Hit like or just swish your tail. And remember, life is like a pasture. Sometimes the grass is bitter, but there's always room for laughter. Until next time, friends, cow beef stroganoffna is off to chew grass. Moo! P.S. I also wanted to tell you about a psychopath cow who worked as a farmer. Yes, you heard right. A cow was the farmer. She managed the humans caring for the herd. Her name was Margot. She'd always tell humans, "Moo, you must feed us at 5 a.m. or we won't give milk." Humans obeyed because Margot had such an authoritative moo. But once, humans decided to test her. They came at 6 a.m. And what do you think? Margot just said, "Moo, I knew you'd do this. It was a test of your discipline." And everyone believed her. Moo, there you have a psychopath manager. And in our herd, there was a psychopath cow who worked as a blogger. Every day she'd repost about how awesome she was, writing, "Moo, today I ate the best grass. You all envy me." Other cows read it thinking, "Wow, she's so cool." But really she ate ordinary grass. She just described it so beautifully. Classic social media behavior. Moo, sometimes I think psychopathy is just the skill of selling yourself. And one more funny story. Once, a cow-psychologist, not me, another one, came to our herd. She said, "Moo, I'll help you find inner peace." All cows gathered. She said, "Close your eyes and imagine your grass." Cows closed their eyes, and she ate the best hay. Then she opened her eyes and said, "Moo, you're all grass now, and I'm the cow who eats grass." And everyone thought it was a deep metaphor. Moo, there you have psychology. Now, seriously, psychopathy is complex. Not everyone in these professions is a psychopath. Many people are just highly professional, and that's good. But if you notice someone constantly manipulates you, lacks empathy, and creates chaos, be cautious, but don't judge hastily. Maybe they're just someone who hasn't learned to chew their problems yet, like we cows do. And finally, my life philosophy. Life is like grass, sometimes green, sometimes dry, but there's always a tasty patch to find. Don't hunt for psychopaths around you. Seek joy in simple things: a smile, tasty grass, warm sunshine. And remember, even if you sometimes butt with horns, it doesn't make you a psychopath. It just makes you alive. Moo, friends, that was a long text, but I hope it brought you joy. If you read to the end, you're awesome. Now go smile at someone, or just eat tasty grass, if you're a cow. And I'm off. I've got a session today with a calf afraid of gnats. Moo, this will be fun. With love and milk, your cow beef stroganoffna. Cow psychologist who believes everyone deserves happiness, even if they sometimes act like a psychopath. But that's okay, we all do sometimes. Moo!